Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Todd E. Walnuts unboxing video. Today I'm going to go through the Vinegar Syndrome Forgotten Gialli box set, Volume 1, 3 Blu-ray set. Stay tuned, let's check it out. Okay, so the lid is off, the movies are out. I placed them on the bed here. We will go through those one at a time. Before we get into the movies, I do want to take a look at the box. It's a very similar style that they used for their Amityville box set. I really like the way that the graphics wrap around the box. It's a very sturdy, heavy-duty box. It's kind of like an inner shell that sits inside the outer shell, and then the little lid here, Forgotten Gialli Volume 1, just fits over the top like so. The outer box is kind of a matte finish. The inside graphics here with the slashes and dripping blood is more like a glossy finish. It looks really good. Has kind of an old school 60s vibe to it, the different colors and graphics. Really like the way that that looks. And on the side here you have the 3 titles: Trauma, Police Are Blundering in the Dark, and The Killer is One of 13. And the spine down below says Vinegar Syndrome -314. So let's take a look at the movies. The first movie up is called Trauma, A Chill to Remember. And this is a film from 1978. It is 87 minutes running time, color. It is all region, ABC, and it's just the Blu-ray. It's not a Blu-ray DVD combo. This is directed by Leon Klimovsky. And it does have some special features. You get a newly scanned and restored 2K from its original 35mm negative. You have the original Spanish language sound with newly translated English subtitles. And you have historical commentary track with European cult cinema author Troy Hallworth. You get promotional image gallery and English subtitles. So I have not watched any of these films yet. I'm not sure if these have an English track, but just reading from the back, it looks like it's not. It looks like it's original Spanish language and English subtitles. So they're calling this a satisfyingly trashy, low-budget Spanish giallo, which inadvertently also ranks as one of the country's earliest proto-slashers. I know Klimovsky did some work with Paul Naschy. Trauma, aka, I'm not going to try to read that, Violación Fatal, is filled with gratuitous sex and nudity, along with bloody killings. Barely released outside of Spain, Vinegar Syndrome presents Trauma on Blu-ray and a brand new 2K restoration from camera negative in its longest version ever presented on home video. That's cool. So we'll take a look at the cover art some more. There's the spine for that, and these don't have any booklets or reversible covers. But just the fact that Vinegar Syndrome went out, got some very obscure titles that never had releases before, cleaned them up to a 2K scan for our viewing pleasure is very good. So very glad to have this in the collection. So let's take a look at the next one. The next one up is The Killer is One of 13, which is a pretty catchy title. Kind of draws you in, makes you want to jump right into the movie and find out who exactly the killer is. And true to form from the 60s and 70s giallo films, they had catchy titles like this. There's the spine. This is a film from Spanish director Javier Aguirre. And again, you get a newly scanned and restored 2K restoration from the 35mm original negative. You get original Spanish language with newly translated English subtitles, Historical commentary with author and editor-in-chief of Diabolic magazine, Kat Ellinger. Promotional image gallery and English subtitles. And there you can see some of the stars in the film. In the bottom right, you can see Paul Naschy is in here. This is a film from 1973, 95 minutes running time. It is all region, and it is, again, only Blu-ray. There's no DVDs in this set. And it says it's a unique Spanish take on Agatha Christie's often adapted novel and Giallo's source material favorite, And Then There Were None. Exploitation auteur Javier Aguirre, who did Count Dracula's Great Love. The Killer is One of 13 is uncharacteristically literary in structure, but never skimps on its requisite bloodshed. It's hard to read through this camera here. Featuring some of Spain's top genre film stars, including Patty Shepard, who was in Rest in Pieces, Jack Taylor, Female Vampire, and Paul Naschy in a supporting role. Vinegar Syndrome brings The Killer is One of 13 to Blu-ray, newly restored in 2K from its original negative in North America for the first time in any format. So again, another thumbs up to Vinegar Syndrome for bringing us gems like this, hidden gems, but still a gem nonetheless. Let's check out the last one. The third and last one, and probably the best title. This almost sounded like a Monty Python movie. Police Are Blundering in the Dark. It's a cool cover. I tried to find a little bit of info about this director, and I almost couldn't find anything. I almost found nothing. It's Elia Colombo is the director. As far as I can tell, it was a female director. And I don't know if this was a pseudonym for somebody else. I couldn't find any information. If anybody knows about Elia Colombo, let me know. I looked up IMDb. I did a Wikipedia search for her. I did a Google search. I came up with nothing other than this was the only movie that she directed. So looking forward to checking this one out. It's a film from 1975, 87 minutes running time, all region. You get another 2K scan from the original 35mm original negative. It is a original Italian language sound with newly translated English subtitles. Historical audio essay with film historian and critic Rachel Nisbet. Promotional image gallery, English subtitles. The only film credit for one and done director, Elia Colombo. I guess that kind of answers my own question. I didn't read this before. The Police Are Blundering in the Dark is a satisfyingly sleazy and decidedly oddball giallo rarity filled with bloody killings, plentiful nudity, wild plot twists, and plenty of general weirdness unseen outside of its native Italy. Vinegar Syndrome presents The Police Are Blundering in the Dark in a fresh 2K restoration. I'm almost wondering, though, if somebody had a one and done, like a one-hit wonder, according to this it was a very good film, is there a chance that this was a pseudonym from another director? Or is it just possible that she had one movie and that was it? But you would think if you had one movie and it was somewhat successful in your native country, you would continue doing it. A young nude model is violently stabbed to death with a pair of scissors. Wow. So we'll do a quick recap. Also, let me know if you were able to partake in the Vinegar Syndrome halfway to Black Friday sale. If you were able to take part in the sale, let me know what you guys picked up. And hopefully everybody was able to at least grab something. They have some really cool stuff there. I was able to grab, I wrote a couple titles down here. I got The Severed Arm, Blood Games, The Immortalizer, Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death. I was also able to pick up a couple slipcovers. I got Night Train to Terror, The Psychic Killer, Punk Vacation, and Evils of the Night. So I'm really looking forward to grabbing those. Let me know what you guys picked up, and other than that, I will catch you guys later. Very glad to add this box set to my collection. If any of you have picked this one up, and if you've watched any of these films, please feel free to comment down below. Let me know what I'm getting into, without any spoilers, please. There is the beautiful box. The killer is 1 of 13. Trauma. And police are blundering in the dark. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Later.